Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Kyle, this is Kyle Plays Games, and this is 1 hour flight number 17 in the series. From the previous time we landed in Chippewa Valley Regional, which is Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We're going to fly into Winnipeg International Airport, going to head over the border. It's going to be about 9 a.m. flight, at least that's what I think it's going to be, unless it's going to be 2 p.m. I haven't quite understood this. I should probably pay more attention to this. As I go along in this series. Low altitude airways. It's going to snow. I'm going to do snow just for the heck of it and just see just how this whole flight is going to turn out. But it's going to be about a 1 hour flight, 55 minutes, so about an hour between flying, taking off and landing. So I'm going to click on this fly button and give this a shot. First time with snow. As it loads up, I ask you please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video in the comments down below. And if you'd like to watch any of these videos happen live, link is in the description down below for my Twitch channel, and be sure to follow along on Twitch if you would like to make sure you do not miss out when I go live.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 at runway 22 ready for departure IFR to Winnipeg.
Okay, it's 2 p.m.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Decimal minor 21271 at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway 22.
I lost my mouse.
Cleared
I lost
for
my
takeoff
mouse.
runway
There it is.
22 Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20.
Okay, so yeah, this is going to be different. Wow, look at this. Look at the snow. We're going to release the parking brake, and we're going to get going. Wow, look at this snow effects coming off of the runway. I cannot even hear myself talk right now. This is really cool. Alright, need to raise up that nose of the aircraft. Let's get going. Pull up. There we go. I cannot see much. I cannot see anything.
Airbus Tree 20, contact Minneapolis Center on 125 decimal tree. Good day.
Alright, closing the flaps.
125 decimal tree Airbus Tree 20. Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is passing 2,500 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20, Minneapolis Center altimeter 29.902. Continue to be RNRD as planned.
Climbing 6,000 feet. We're going to hit autopilot. Hopefully we get above this cloud cover so we can see a little bit of the region of everything being covered in snow. My goodness. And by the way, we are really circling. Wow, we are really going sideways here. Hopefully we'll be able to level out momentarily. Take a look at the VFR map. Let's take a look and see. This is where we are heading off to. What are our destinations? We have Bernard, Huda, Recos,
Airbus Tree 20,
Lux.
climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet Airbus Tree 20.
16,000 feet.
Overspeed.
I know we're at overspeed.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I kind of let that go a little too much.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
You can tell it's been a while since I've done Flight Simulator.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
We are now finally above the cloud cover.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
And we are finally not at overspeed level. Take a look behind us real quick. Boy, that's a whole lot of snow cover. whole lot of snow cover. We're not going to be able to see anything, I don't think, when it comes to going into Canada. Honestly, this might have been a mistake when it comes to showcasing this one. I wanted to test it out and see how the snow is, but wow, the density of these clouds. Can't really get a break. Going to try to see through some of this cloud cover. It's real dense. We might just be able to see Winnipeg when we're flying out of it. I was not expecting a dense cloud cover like this. We're going to level off on the speed. I don't want to hit overspeed again. We do have to end up climbing again. I'm still we're not even at cruising altitude yet.
X-ray descend and maintain flight level 290.
We are definitely not at cruising altitude. But yeah, there's not a ton of cloud of
maintain flight level 290 Airbus 74 X-ray.
There's not a whole lot of visuals this time. But we're going to continue on. Hopefully be able to see a little bit of city of Winnipeg when we head up there, but that's about an hour away. A little less than an hour now. I'll stay inside this aircraft for a bit. I know we'll probably be told to climb again at some point, but we're gonna stay in here, and I need to adjust the camera a bit so I can be able to see the flight path. So yeah, we have, actually we only have we have 112 nautical miles, 113 nautical miles left. I did not realize that until I just looked ahead of me. Wow, that is a lot of time to kill from one area in this flight plan. Wow.
Airbus 320 climb and maintain flight level 280.
280, okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 Airbus 320.
Alright, so we're going to start climbing again. I think I'm just going to stay in the cockpit because that, surprisingly enough, the volume of that aircraft, of the engines on the taste cam, is blowing out my eardrums today. I don't know why. I did kind of know why. I woke up this morning with a migraine, and I don't think that I've fully recovered from it. If I don't talk too often during this video, I do apologize ahead of time, but I wanted to get in at least one video today, and especially this flight sim, because I haven't played this one in over a week, and I was due to have one out. Don't have a complete set schedule of stuff, but I do want to keep certain games in the rotation of my content videos. And this one I've kind of neglected a bit because I haven't had a whole lot of time to be able to make up over an hour video without being super late. So this is kind of a mandatory one for me to make. I'm still enjoying it, but yeah, it definitely was more of a okay, I'm obligated to do this because this is one of my other ones that have kind of turned into a staple on the channel. The other one, which if you haven't watched it at all, which I don't know if you've subscribed or not, or if you just happen to fall on this video as you're going through the rabbit hole of YouTube, the main game that I have on here now is American Truck Simulator, and that's been a staple of that one, of this series. I can't talk that well today. It's just not translating from my mind to my mouth pretty much when it comes to talking. Yeah, bear with me, please. what was I saying? Was that yeah, that game, American Truck Simulator, is pretty much a staple of this channel, and also a staple is Flight Simulator, and I definitely wanted to get one in because I have more time today to make up over an hour-long video. I don't want to make it too much of an over an hour, but hopefully we'll just get one attempt at landing this instead of having to double back and well, you know, turn around and try to fly again. You know, try to land again. Yeah, fly again. Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna be landing and then taking off again. Still no great visuals out here. Kind of disappointed. It's a little bit of a disappointment seeing that there's this cloud cover. I think I've learned now. Maybe I need to set the density to the clouds a little less, or if that's not available when I'm setting it to snow, then maybe I just don't do snow anymore. I really wanted to see like the cool weather effect of the snow. It looked pretty cool when I was taking off, but the moment I got wheels up, I was like, not a whole lot to see here. At least for when it comes to like the rain and the lightning and stuff, there's actual effects. This one, we're just going through a cloud. There's no break in the clouds here. That's what I was kind of hoping for, was a break in the cloud cover. But instead, you know, like we just got like these low clouds of snow.
Airbus 320, contact Minneapolis Center on 121.05. Good day.
Okay, let's take a look at VFR map. How
Going to 121.05 Airbus 320.
far are we going here?
Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is at flight level 270, climbing flight level 280.
So yeah, this is probably the
Airbus Alpha
longest
Sierra
length.
X-Ray 320, Minneapolis Center. Continue to be RNRD as planned.
No, it looks like there's going to be a couple the two long legs. We're at one of the longer ones here. But once we get to BRNRD, then we are going to get you a couple of small tech points. But then once we get to Blokes? I'm going to go with Blaux. I'm going to go with that. Mainly just for the fact of live streaming. I don't want that to be misinterpreted. This looks like it's going to be another longer length here. Wow. This may be a little bit longer than our time frame. Let's just see how long it takes me to get to BRNRD in this time frame. Wow, this might be like going from Atlanta to Miami. It might take an hour and a half. I don't want it to take an hour and a half because that's way over the time limit that I want to do. Speaking of the time limits I want to do when it comes to this 1 hour flight video, if you have a suggestion for me of a flight plan, and if it stays within the parameters of the 1 hour flight time, like from the previous one, from going from Minneapolis to Grand Rapids, which I did. That was a suggestion from one of my subscribers. I did make that happen.
688,300 feet.
I did.
November tree 8468, Minneapolis Center altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned. Airbus 320, climb and maintain flight level 340.
340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340 Airbus 320.
That's getting pretty high up there. Wonder why they're making me go this high. I don't think that this is my highest I've reached in this game. I think I've reached 40,000 feet before. I think that's one of them. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've been watching these videos since the beginning. Let me know if I'm right. But like I was saying before, I was really interrupted by ATC, which they tend to do that a lot. They tend to not really care if you're talking to yourself during this flight time, or if I'm talking to the fans who are watching these videos. If you have a flight plan that you would like to suggest for this channel and for me to attempt to fly with, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, it does have to hit the parameters of 1 hour flight time. course, if it's a little bit under the flight time of 1 hour, great. Hey, cool. You know, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. Not dramatically lower than an hour, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, if it's a 45-minute flight, I mean, I'm not going to complain. But also, if it's a little bit over, like maybe like 10 minutes over, you know, like it's not really a strict 1 hour flight time. But if it's like 2 hours, or I know I suggested before to fly to Australia, and I was like, that's a little longer than an hour, and I'm not going to be able to pull that off just yet. Let me know in the comments down below what type of flight plan you are interested in seeing me do. Also, it does have to correlate to where I am at in this video series. So let's say, for instance, since I'm flying into Winnipeg, Canada, if you suggest to me to fly from, just for instance, like Calgary to Vancouver, I would have to go from Winnipeg to Calgary somehow for like 1 hour flight time. You know, it would have to maybe be a couple flights in between there. Then I could finally make that flight happen if it's like an hour flight. I don't know what it is. All I know is that from proximity wise, when it comes to a map, how far that is. They're close together when it comes to like provinces, so it might work. That might work out. But I hope you get what I'm saying. And luckily enough, I have been talking so much that I have killed off a lot of time during this long leg of flight path. We're at just under 48 nautical miles in this flight path in this first one. So we are getting close to BRNRD. Also, if you do suggest a flight plan, and I do manage to make it happen, I will also include your name at the end screen of that video to show that, hey, you did contribute to the channel. You contributed by suggesting the flight, and it is appreciated.
Climb
you know?
and maintain flight level tree 60.
Tree 60?
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Airbus tree 20.
Okay then. Kind of seems a little redundant to be climbing up an extra 2,000 feet, but I guess so. We're really up there too. We are really up there. I'm gonna take a look out here. Still can't see anything under the clouds. This is really just a cloud and sky type of flight. There's really nothing when it comes to visuals. Then again, when we're up this high anyway, when you take away the clouds, there's really not much of visual until we start descending. Hopefully we'll be able to see a lot more of Winnipeg when we start descending, but that's not for quite a while. 36 nautical miles to go in this first leg of our journey. And my voice has already become dry and cracked. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's great. Probably another 40 minutes at least of this flight. By the way, I don't edit these videos at all, so everything that is done live streaming, it's just put onto the video. I don't edit out a single thing. If my voice happens to crack because my throat is dried up from being parched, you're gonna hear it. If there's not any talking for like 5 or 10 seconds, you're not going to hear it, but it's still going to be in the video. I just don't take the time to edit out anything when I'm gaming. So, yeah, all these videos are full length, mainly because I don't really want to bother with editing the videos. Plus, you guys probably don't watch the full videos anyway. To each their own. You guys probably don't have enough time to watch an hour's worth of flights. I understand that. I really do. I usually watch the videos all the way through if I go to watch something, you know, just like a television program, you know.
320, contact Minneapolis Center on 118.05. Good day.
You know what? I'll wait on that thought.
118.05 Airbus tree 20. Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 flight level tree 60.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Center. Continue to BR and RD as planned.
Good to know. Good to know that nothing has changed, because there literally is no other air traffic out here. I mean, look at this. There's nothing out here.
Contact Minneapolis Center on 127.9er. Good day.
I'm just going to stick inside this cockpit for most of the flight, considering that the visual is just, you know, whole bunch of low-level clouds with snow.
127.9er for Cessna 07 Victor.
I don't know what that means. I know it's for another AI flight, so that's why I'm not even bothering with it. I'm not even worried why it pops up anymore. Under 20 nautical miles to go. Oh man, it feels like it's been a long time on this little plan of the little course of plan that we have. Hoping I don't have to do too much when it comes to landing this flight. Kind of want autopilot just to do the whole thing for me, but I know it's not going to happen. Like I was saying was that I just don't edit these videos because I know that a lot of people end up skipping through most of the videos just in order to be able to see bits and parts of it, or even when it comes to these flight videos, it's the very beginning to the very end, it's nothing in between. Hey, I know, I get it, you know, I mean, like, you're not really too concerned about seeing all of this right here. But to the people who like to watch the videos all the way through and see the whole thing, absolutely see everything that happens, it's there for you. You know, best of both worlds, I guess you could say. Just about 10 nautical miles until we finally get to bend a little bit to the right. There is that little destination marker coming into our screen on the flight plan screen. I don't really know. I don't know what you call this. What do you call this? Let me know in the comments what that is. So I could probably look it up if I wanted to, but I really don't feel like doing that. Alright, so we're that's just under 7.5 nautical miles out. Again, like, I'm not even gonna go outside of the aircraft too much. Not really, like I said, not really too much visuals. If you like the cloud cover, this is the dream video for you, because we had nothing but clouds. Under 5 left to get to this little destination on the screen. What's our next one? We have Huda is coming up almost immediately after we make this turn. You know, be heading almost due north. I think most of this afterwards is going to be no, not all of it's going to be probably this will be close to being like due north, right at the very end. Yeah, we still got quite a ways to go. I guess you could say I'm okay with that. We got at least, I don't know, 30 minutes left in this flight. Passengers are probably asleep by now. Could probably just go on the loudspeaker and just start yelling and just like blow everybody's eardrums out.
Minneapolis Center on 121.05. Good day.
You know, just give everyone a good scare in the cabin. Under 20 nautical miles from this.
05 for Cessna 71 Sierra.
I don't have to answer anything. No, I don't. Okay. Just kind of waiting this out. Whole lot of snow coverage down there. Whole lot of it. It's gonna head our way up to Winnipeg, and hopefully be able to land this aircraft near the end of the, well, obviously at the end of flight. Near the end of the flight, yeah, we're gonna land just short of the runway because I said we're gonna land near the end of the flight. So 11 nautical miles away from this other destination marker. What is that on the VFR map? What is it called again? It is Huda, and then we'll have Recos or Ricos. I know they don't read the whole thing out when it comes to these flight plans, but that's what I'm saying because it's fun. It's fun to do that. So we have ATUTA, and then we have RECOS for the flight enthusiasts that really get a headache when I try to read the whole call sign out. There you go. I just did it properly. 6 nautical miles out from this. You can see it on the map right in front of me here, right here. You can see that. Coming in, under 5 now. Not when anything's going to change, we're just going to get another destination marker just literally right in front of us. This is the casual part of this game too, this flight plan, just letting all the pilot take over, just under 20 nautical miles to this last destination. Then I believe we're going to be taking a bit of a bend to the left again, right? Yes, no, not really, not really. We got one more, and that's Blau. I didn't go the other way with that one. Just gonna coast along here. That is a cloud enthusiast wet dream right there, I'm assuming. So snowy down there. Look at all that. You can see a little bit of break in the clouds. You can see all the snow down there. Well, we are flying over Minnesota, so I would not be surprised that it's, you know, snowy there most of the time. And I get it, you know, like heart of summer, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see snow there. I get it. With all depends on when you're watching this video. This is not the heart of summer right now, as this video is being made. You might be watching it during summer. Well, I know this video could be viewed, you know, 3 years from now, and you know, and people just now discovering it 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I'm not sure. Under 7 left. I almost said under 6, but that would have been wrong. Now we're under 6 left. Then we'll have one more marker, and then we're gonna veer a little bit to the left, a little bit more west. And then do we have like that one, that bigger leg after that? After Blau? Yep. Okay, after Blau, that's going to be the longer leg. Alright, 44 left before we get to that next destination marker. Man, oh man, this is a... I wish there was more scenery. I really do wish there was. That way I could just like look and like see like, you know, everything below us. But yeah, all we have is a bunch of snow. I thought it was gonna be like, you know how you have the thunderstorm type of clouds, and you have the breaks in the cloud cover, and you'd be able to see like this, like more of the land. I know I could see the land with this, but it's all snow, so it just kind of blends in with the white of the clouds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get this This right here is land, and this side here is land, here also.
Center, Cessna November 8649er, 18,300 feet. Cessna November 8649er, 1 Minneapolis Center altimeter, 29er, 2 continue as planned.
But you can't tell it that much, because it blends in with the clouds.
Zero contact Minneapolis Center on 13.75. Good day.
Going to 13.75 Airbus tree 20. Minneapolis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 flight level tree 60.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Minneapolis Center. Continue as planned.
Alright, good to know that nothing has changed, even though I was under the 100% assumption that nothing was going to change during this little leg of the trip. Got about 30 left. I don't get why I always look over to the right, too. Nothing changes over there. Where's my co-pilot, anyway? I mean, I could go out to the outside on a chase cam, and I could look behind me. Nope, that's not the one. And look, you can see two of them, right? You can see two pilots in that seat. Am I right? Am I right on that? It looks like two pilots. But then when I'm in the cockpit itself, nothing. I do wonder if that's a little bug, or if I'm looking at something completely wrong when I'm on the outside of the aircraft, looking in. Under 20 to go before we reach our second, last long leg of this flight. I guess you could say I might consider that being the halfway point of the flight. I don't even know where we are in terms of where we are over Minnesota. No clue. No clue. Just zoom in all the way. Look at that plane go. Look at it go. Little plane that could. Okay, we're going to zoom back out so I don't wreck up anything. So, still... Whoop, wrong button. Still have over 200 nautical miles to go for this flight. Because you can see, like, it doesn't all fit inside the 200 nautical mile space on this map. Still a bit to go. We'll see what this checkpoint or waypoint looks like after we pass this last one here at the 10-mile one. This is a little off. Didn't look right to me. There we go. There we go. A little more centered to my choosing. Then we'll veer a little bit to the left. A little bit more west. 7.5 nautical miles close to us. Now 5 should pop up soon what the next one is. Are we going to be looking at 100? Is it going to be like 100 nautical miles? And we're veering off to the west a little bit. Make this turn. Oh my goodness, 122. Wow. Wow. This that is going to be a long, long leg. But then again, probably once we get very close to it, I'm going to say 100 nautical miles in will be probably the point where we start descending. That's what I think. That is what I believe will happen, because that will be where we start having the path to the airport. Yeah, we're probably going to start descending, I'd say probably around here. That kind of makes sense. And I will probably be, it'll probably be wrong. It will probably be like at the 50 nautical mile point of this leg of the flight, which I'm cool with that. You know, the more we get lower, the more sights we'll hopefully be able to see. But based on what I'm seeing so far, it's a whole lot of white. Looks like we're not gonna get a whole lot of sights until we get way below the cloud cover. And I do wonder how the weather's going to affect my landing. Remember one time I went to go land with the heavy rain and storms over the airport, and I had to fly. I think it was about 1,000 not nautical miles, 1,000 of the altitude lower, 1,000 feet altitude lower than what they cleared me for. But that's the only way I was going to be able to actually land at the aircraft. I had to defy and be a rebel against air traffic control during that point. They were yelling at me pretty hard, but I mean, I was like, it's either, okay, I either land this aircraft or I'm going to keep on having to circle around. And I was over an hour on the time limit. I was way over that, and I was like, I am not doing this again for the sake of wasting another hour to try to land this aircraft. So I'm really hoping that it's only going to take one shot to be able to bring this aircraft down in the snow. This might just be one of the hardest ones for me, because yeah, still don't know how to fully land the aircraft perfectly in clear weather nonetheless, but this time it's going to be in snow, and oh man, I don't know if I set myself up for failure or not, but we'll find out, you know, like well after this 100 nautical miles is over with. But yeah, we're just fingers crossed that I'm going to be able to make this landing. So as we sit there and wait for this 100+ nautical mile thing to tick down ever so slowly, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You subscribing to the channel helps grow the channel. I know this sounds like a PSA or some kind of like big plug for you know, to say they know that, oh hey, this will help benefit numerous organizations throughout the world, but it doesn't. It only helps out me. But it also helps grow the channel, show your support, so that I can be able to know that you guys enjoy seeing these videos. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and help grow the channel out, and like the videos, comment on the videos, let me know what you think about them, and feel free to roast me too. I mean, like, it's totally, it's fine. I mean, like, you know, I know that these are long videos, and whatever. You know, I probably set myself up really badly there by saying that, but you know what? It's in the video now, and like I said, I don't edit the videos, so it's in. It's in, and it's stuck. But also, if you'd like to follow along on Twitch, the live streaming that I do, feel free to. The link is in the description down below for the Twitch channel. And for the person who did follow on here, thank you so much for tuning in and following. I don't know if you're still on here or not, or just watching silently or whatever, but thank you for tuning in. And you also can join in on the live streaming too, for the low price of $0. I'm really just trying to fill in space. I really am during this time. I started rambling and I lost track where I was, but let me reset. be sure to follow along on Twitch so you do not miss out when I go live with live streams, so that you can be able to see these videos happen as they occur before they get posted onto YouTube. But be sure to subscribe to YouTube also, and watch the videos again too on YouTube if you watch them on Twitch. And also, if you like to help contribute to the channel in a few other ways, I do have some links in the description as well. If you do contribute to the channel in those ways, I will in turn add your username to the end screen of future videos, so that you did contribute to the channel in that way, and they help support the channel out, and also just so that you are recognized for supporting the channel by putting your username at the end screen of future videos. So yeah, a lot of things going on when it comes to interacting with this channel, and to the subscribers so far that are here, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. We're going to step out of the aircraft for a little bit. Look at all that snow. It's still all so white. Really all I can say about that. Under 80 to go. Kind of burned up at least, what, about 40 nautical miles just by promoting the channel. I could do that again, but I feel you guys have already understood what you need to do when it comes to helping the channel out by subscribing and liking the videos and commenting. And guess what? I just did it again. I just did the cheap plug again of the channel. And if you do have a suggestion on where to fly to next, as long as it stays within the parameters of 1 hour flight time, and if I can get to the airport.
320, contact Minneapolis Center on 127.8. Good day.
And if I can get to the airport.
127.8 for Airbus 320. Minneapolis Center, Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 flight level tree 60.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20, Minneapolis Center. Continue to Litna as planned.
Okay, that's good to know. I forgot where I was because I was so rudely interrupted by ATC yet again. Yep, totally forgot where I was saying. Let's see, there's like, there's sharing, there's subscribing. No, I think I covered that one. Oh yeah.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain flight level 300.
300.
Descend and maintain flight level 300 Airbus 320.
So the game proved me wrong again. I am descending at like the halfway point of this leg of the trip. But we're in the descent mode now, so that means that, one, I will start being a little more quiet when it comes to landing, because it makes me super nervous when that happens. We're still quite a ways out, but I'm sure we're going to start descending more and more once I hit that 30,000 feet altimeter. So it's going to make me descend more. But if you have an idea for a flight plan for me to do on the channel, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if I can, if like I said, if it is within 1 hour time, the flight time range, I would love to be able to do it. And if I can somehow incorporate that into the 1 hour flight series from going from consecutive airport to consecutive airport, I will make it happen. Since I'm flying into Winnipeg, you can't ask me to fly from just offhand Chicago to Montreal. You can't ask me that because I can't get there. Plus, Chicago to Montreal is not an hour anyway, so that wouldn't work either. But that's what I'm saying, is that since I'm flying into Winnipeg, if I haven't made up a video, which means that you know that if you don't know it, you haven't subscribed and you're not following me on Twitch, then if you suggest a flight plan from Winnipeg to somewhere else, if it's within the 1 hour time frame, but if I've already flown out of Winnipeg, it's not going to happen. So there is that possibility of you may have missed missed the boat, I guess you can say, when it comes to suggestions. So, if you do have a suggestion for me, be sure to type it into the comments, and I'll try to make that happen if it's possible. Has to hit those parameters, though. Has to hit the 1 hour flight time, around a 1 hour flight time, and I have to be at that airport or could get to that airport in future videos. The departure airport. Alright, so we're at about 30,000 feet. I'm surprised that they haven't told me to descend more. But as you can see, we are seeing a little bit more of the blue sky. Still not seeing anything of like land-wise, like Greenland.
Airbus 320, descend and maintain flight level 180.
What? Descend to 180?
Descend and maintain flight level 180 Airbus 320.
Wow, that is dramatically lower. Alright, so how close are we to this? I know it says 46 nautical miles. I just have to see it on the map just to know. And we are under the 200 nautical mile range. Are we at 150? We're at about 150, I'd say. Yeah, 100 is too much, so we're about 150 away. A little less than that because you can see a little bit of the flight plan right there. Plus, I could probably move this up. So, yeah, we have probably, what, about 120 left? 120 nautical miles left in total? Definitely more, it'll be getting more intense for me once, especially once I start getting lower than the clouds. Because I won't be able to see a whole lot once I get into the cloud cover. But two, that will obviously mean that I'll be much more closer to the ground. And I definitely want to land in Winnipeg, you know, in one piece. But I do want to do this in one try. I don't want to have to circle around. And I think what I need to do is to make sure that I'm set in approach mode when I start getting those runway signals, and also to raise my flaps also so that I can slow down. I don't know when I need to do that, but I think that's what I need to do. I need to hit the flaps a lot sooner. We'll find out. Just want to be able to land on the runway without any type of issues occurring. I mean, I understand that if I may not hit it dead center, but if I can stay on that runway and, you know, I can work with it then. Just over 30 nautical miles away. Not from landing. No, we're not even close to that. And I hope this is almost like a straight shot to get there. Let's see on the VFR map if it shows something on it. Let's go ahead and zoom in to the airport here. Let's see what it looks like. They're going to show me anything? It won't show me. It won't show me jack crap. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. We are just over 100 nautical miles left. Just over it. This video will run late. It will run over 1 hour. I can already see the timer. This is going to be a bit of a longer one. So I apologize to people who just wanted to see 1 hour flight. This is probably going to be me an hour 10. But we're going to try to land it as quickly as possible within that hour time frame, or just over the hour time frame. Yeah, it's not going to make an hour. I'm not going to make an hour. It's not like I can speed up the plane. I could, but I'd gain altitude too. And I need to descend, so it is what it is here. We're reaching that 20,000 feet altimeter. We need to get to 18,000. Alright, so we have passed 20,000. 2,000 left to go. It's probably going to tell me to descend more once we hit that 18,000. Let's take a look outside. Getting close to those clouds. Getting closer. Guess I'll stay out here for just a little bit. Okay, we've just about leveled out. We're getting within that 300 feet range to be in compliance with ATC. We are in that range now. I'd say 600 range gets 300 over, 300 under. Surprised they haven't told me to descend more yet. Stay in there a little bit longer. Stay in that cockpit for a bit. Maybe we might get something about that 10 range. I'm not sure. I don't know. Just looking up that ATC still talks to me.
Airbus 320, contact Winnipeg Center on 118.0. Good day.
118.0 Airbus Tree 20. Winnipeg Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 17,900 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 Winnipeg, center altimeter 29.9 to continue to Litna as planned.
Okay, good to know.
Tree 20 descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
It's funny they said that it was good to go, and then I said descend.
12,000 feet Airbus Tree 20.
Kind of an odd timing when it comes to that ATC call. Alright, so we're at 6 nautical miles from this, the last long waypoint, and then we're obviously in our descent already, but we will be making our, I think, final turn into the airport, and this will start being the time when I start getting a little nervous. Big angle turn, 21 nautical miles to this next waypoint, which isn't exactly too far away. I mean, not say too far away, but yeah.
Cessna November 069er tree 08,400 feet. Cessna
Okay.
November 069er tree 0 Winnipeg, center altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
So we're definitely getting at that airport signal area. We need to get to Kenby, Pepno, Knoxham, and then we're in the airport. So Knoxon might be where we hit the approach, I think. And by say I think, I mean I'm not entirely sure. It just seems like that's going to be the last one before we land. Thank you, Captain Obvious, right? $14,000 feet, need to get to 12,000. I can already hear the wind out here. I know I'm going to get hit by it the moment I take over from autopilot. And yes, it's about the time when I start getting nervous. I start not talking as much because I'm more or less just focused on making sure that this aircraft descends properly and then lands properly. Looks like we're balancing out right around that 12,000 mark. Just under it. Just under it. I'm cool with that, you know?
Airbus tree 20 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Airbus tree 20.
That's a dramatic drop. I'm assuming that at that 3,000 we're going to be hitting our approach. Definitely going to get around the bottom edge of the cloud cover by the time that we reach our descent. By the time we reach our altitude of 3,000 feet.
Winnipeg Center, Cessna November 4748 November 10,000 feet. Cessna November 4748 November Winnipeg, center altimeter 29.9 continue as planned.
You can feel the wind a little bit kick us up a bit. Gotta get lower than the clouds. We're gonna definitely start feeling the weather effects. I'm staying outside the aircraft now because I just, well, for one, I want to see the scenery once we get below the clouds.
Airbus 320 traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 8,300 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Cessna 930 traffic is 11 o'clock, 3 miles at 9,400 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
I literally
Airbus
saw.
320
I see
have
the
Cessna Skyhawk in
I see the
sight.
lights. I see the lights.
Cessna 930 have the traffic.
Wow, that's something. I've never seen that before.
20 traffic alert. 10 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 8,300 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
Airbus tree 20 have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
We're going to start getting start getting into the clouds. That was amazing. I've never seen before like an AI flight in front of us, like the flashing lights there. I've never seen that. That was something really cool. I know it was very minuscule, very small, but that was pretty awesome. Alright, trying to get below the cloud cover now. Getting into the cloud cover. Not going to be able to see too much for a bit. Unfortunately, we're going to get robbed of seeing most of Winnipeg, downtown Winnipeg. That's my own fault for setting the weather like this.
Airbus tree 20 contact approach on 119.5. Good day.
119.5 for Airbus tree 20. Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is at 6,600 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 approach altimeter 29.9 continue to Knoxham as planned.
Might be able to see a little bit down below. No, you can't. Still can't see it. We're in the clouds anyway. In the clouds. Not a whole lot of scenery at the moment. We just need to get below the clouds. That's all we need to do, and then we'll be fine. Can't tell if that's a cloud cover below us or if that's just flat out snow. I don't know. I think we're still like semi in the clouds, partially below them. Really hard to tell. Just kind of trusting where we're supposed to head to. Okay, so you can see more of the ground at least. Just get below these clouds, get below them. Can we see up to the side? Still can't see much off to the side. Five nautical miles out from this waypoint, and I think we're going to be... I think it's one more left. One more before we make a right. Nope. Nope, last one, and then we're at our approach. You can start seeing some of the landscape now.
2,500.
Winter wonderland down there. Coming near this last waypoint, then we're going to be at the airport to our right. Just about to our right there. Whoop. Just about right here.
Airbus tree 20, you are 12 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME Zulu runway tree 6 approach via Majid transition. Cleared to Majid.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME Zulu runway tree 6 approach via Majid transition. Cleared to Majid Airbus tree 20.
Really hard for me to tell where I'm supposed to be. And we're going to take over a bit for autopilot. Well, I was on the right path. We were getting close, but I wonder why we're not getting our approach. My altitude's too high. Are we over the airport? Yeah, we're right over. Okay. Hard to be able to tell. Really hard to tell. Well, we're gonna have to circle around. Yep. Couldn't get lower. Couldn't really see too much. So I'm just gonna circle around and try to make that landing again. I hate it when this game does this. I hate it. So I have to get a little bit straightened out. Get straightened out. I curved a little bit too much. So I wonder why approach is showing that, but meanwhile, like, that's just weird. I mean, I'll go to that It's only 10 nautical miles away.
Cessna 20 Juliet, contact Winnipeg Center on 118.0. Good day.
I wonder why it didn't give me this one at first, you know? Well, it probably did, but I didn't see it because of all the clouds.
118.0 Cessna 20 Juliet.
And now the wind's gonna be a complete butt to me. Well, definitely going to be longer than an hour. Of course it will be. Why would I expect anything less from this? Alright, so the turn must be bringing me back over to Knoxham. Yeah, the wind is just, oh. Really just knocks me around. At least it's almost 5 nautical miles away. So then we'll probably just make our turn again. But of course with the help from the wind, because why not? The wind has been my arch nemesis the entire series. I can see a little bit more. Getting a little bit of the winter-esque view. Now it's setting up for the approach. For the second attempt, you know, because the first one wasn't going to be that great. First one did not set me up for success. Yes, I'm trying to turn into it. Alright, we're heading into this area again. And hopefully I'll be able to pull this one off again. Pull this off perfectly now. I doubt it, but we'll give it another shot.
south of Winnipeg. Contact tower on 125 decimal for when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 125 decimal for Airbus tree 20. Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 209 miles south inbound for DME Zulu runway tree 6 approach.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 tower. Altimeter 29.9er 2 wind 267 at 5. Cleared VOR DME Zulu runway tree 6 approach.
Well, at least we got the runway now.
0 wind 267 at 5. Cleared to land runway tree 6.
Cleared VOR DME Zulu runway tree 6 approach Airbus tree 20.
Oh, I look like I'm so perfectly lined up, but I think I'm still going to be veering off to the side a bit.
1,000.
We're coming in. Okay, we're coming in. $500. 400. 300. 200. 100. Land it, 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 land it.
30. 20. 5.
Airbus tree 20 contact ground on 121.9er.
I landed way too soon, but I got it down on the ground.
Airbus tree 20, did you copy?
.9er for Airbus tree 20.
Okay, I'm definitely going to run into snow here. But guess what? We landed. Obviously run into snow, but we're probably running into the snow flat out. Okay, we're off. Alright, so now I need clearance. Ground services. Back to clearance. I need to request taxi to the gates.
Ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to the gate.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to gate 6.
Ground Airbus tree 20, say again please.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to gate 6.
Okay, taxi to gate 6. Okay, where is gate 6?
Airbus tree 20, did you copy?
Airbus tree 20. I didn't copy. That say again, please.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to gate 6.
Well, I'm not getting any other response, and now my systems aren't they're not quite working.
Airbus tree 20, did you copy?
No, I didn't, because it's not allowing me to do anything else here. We're stuck. We're literally stuck here, so I'm going to have to shut down the engines. It's telling me to shut down the aircraft systems now. I don't understand why.
Airbus tree 20, please acknowledge.
So I'm just going to shut this thing down before it starts yelling at me much more. Turn off the engine generator. And we're going to turn off the battery. Okay, so I don't know why I couldn't taxi to the gate. I couldn't get any type of clearance, and all of a sudden my Airbus started to go haywire. So that's why I stopped in the middle of the taxiway. But anyway, we are in Winnipeg now, and we'll take flight out of Winnipeg in the next video. I'll do less snow for the next one, because that was a little rough on getting the clearance and being able to land. But, you know, I landed a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot sooner than what I needed to, but I did manage to land without any kind of too rough of a landing. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Kyle. It's been Kyle Plays Games. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, hit that like button. Share the video with your friends or with anybody who wants a good laugh or whatever, who might like the video too, who might like the aviation video. Be sure to subscribe also to help support the channel out. The biggest way is to subscribe. And also, if you'd like to leave a comment, let me know what you thought about the video. Be sure to do that in the comments as well. If you also like to watch any of these videos happen live, a link is in the description down below for my Twitch channel. And be sure to follow along on Twitch so you do not miss out when I go live. And if you'd like to help contribute to the channel in other ways, there are a few links in the description as well. And if you do contribute in those ways, I will in turn add your username to the end screen of future videos to show that you did support the channel out and is recognized as well. And if you do have an idea for me to do for this 1 hour flight series, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If I do use your suggestion, your username will also be added to the end screen of future videos to show that you did recommend it, so it is acknowledged. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kyle. It's been Kyle Plays Games, and I hope to see you in the next video.